Race control gives flagman Mike Hare the 1 to go. Next time by, Robert Arch. He's on the inside, the 72 of Jeremy Bone to the outside. Tootsie Roll, Michael O'Brien rolls off third. Outside, row number 2, that's the 06 of Alton Coombs.
Lights are out on the Vacation Mobile as they go down the backstretch, going green next time by.
Buster Casey piloting the beautiful Diaz Ford Expedition. He makes the hard left-hand turn. All up the flagman Mike Hare as Robert Arch and Jeremy Bone go through the starting box. It's green flag in the air.
Robert Arch off to a good start, but it's Jeremy Bone flipping on the police lights and sirens. Going to chase him down coming down the backstretch.
Down the backstretch, Tootsie Roll takes to the inside. He takes over that second position from Deputy Dog going through turns 3 and 4. It's single file all the way back to the 5th spot.
Jeremy Bone tucks into the 3rd spot going through turns 1 and 2, but it is still Tootsie Roll with about a 2-car length lead, but he is following Robert Arch in that 16 machine by about 4 car lengths.
Arch, he shows the way, 4 or 5 car lengths back to the second place driver, the 61 of Michael O'Brien. It's another 3 car lengths back to the 72 of Jeremy Bone. And then it's another 5 car lengths to the car number 06 of Alton Coombs.
Alton Coombs in the 4th place there, followed by the 29 of Obadinsky, followed by the 6 of Mike Lucas, I believe.
All the drivers seem to be settled in. They're running single file all the way around the 410 mile high banked oval Southern National Motorsports Park, just feeling the steering wheel back up under them after a long break over the winter. Feeling the steering wheel up under them as they're 4 laps of 35 complete here in the Charger race.
Jeremy Bone looking at the inside of the car 61. That's Tootsie Roll in the car 61. Jeremy Bone looking to the inside to make a pass going through turns 1 and 2.
Jeremy Bone used to driving that Dodge Charger for the Wilson County Sheriff's Department. He looks like he's back in action here as he is riding in the tire tracks of that 61 of Michael O'Brien.
Jeremy Bone's newly engaged actually proposed at our banquet last season. Our banquet in January actually proposed to his fiance, so that's great news. I asked him earlier if he set a date. He said no, I gave a ring. So that's good. So hopefully they'll set a date sometime soon, and I'll make sure that I pass out tickets to everybody here for their wedding, so that'll be awesome. As he gets to the rear bumper of the 61 going down the backstretch.
7 laps of 35 complete. The battle on the speedway is for that 2nd and 3rd position between that 61 of Tootsie Roll Michael O'Brien and that 72 of Deputy Dog and Jeremy Bone. Down the back straightaway, it's O'Brien still ahead by 1 car length.
Well, it's Robert Arch who definitely isn't looking back. He's about 3 car lengths ahead of the 61 of Tootsie Roll and Deputy Dog following right behind him. The 06 of Alton Coombs is just hoping for a caution right now. He needs to somehow shrink that gap of about 15 to 20 car lengths between him and Deputy Dog, Jeremy Bone. Coming out of turn 4, though, Jeremy is looking to the inside of Tootsie Roll.
Bone takes a peek to the inside of O'Brien. He thinks better of it. O'Brien closes the door through the exits of turn number 2. O'Brien opens up the lead 3 car lengths into turn number 3.
Looks like the 77 car of Nicholas Fulgham's really excited. He had a great finish back in the Thanksgiving Classic. I want to say he definitely finished in the top 3 back then. I can't remember it 100%, but he's struggling a little bit today, all the way back there in the 7th position. That's the 6 of Mike Lucas in front of him, and then that's the 29. Not a bad 5th place action right now going on for the 29 of Brian.
Car number 6, also known as Mike Jones, but I'll tell you what, you're right, Mike. Nicholas Fulgham had a rash of podium finishes there at the end of last season. I believe in the Spooktacular, he finished on the podium, and also in the Thanksgiving Classic, and I think 1 or 2 events there before that. He was having podium finishes week in and week out. So missed the setup for this cold night with 13 of 35 complete.
Well, I think most of the drivers probably missed the setup for this cold night. They weren't thinking the temperatures were going to drop as much as it possibly has, but it's still the 72 and the 61 is probably the best race that we have out there. The 16's back out. Right now it sounds like he has a miss in his engine, but it's the 29, it's the 06 that has caught the 29, passing him on the outside, going down into turns 1 and 2. Too wide going
Pretty sure
22.
even weatherman Greg Fishel missed the setup for tonight. I'll tell you what, was hoping for a beautiful balmy night, but ended up being a little bit chilly. I told you earlier, it felt like we should be going skiing, not racing here. With 16 laps of 35 complete, Robert Arch still shows the way, working some heavy lap traffic in turns 3 and 4.
Robert Arch splitting the difference there, cut between the 07 and the 16, finding his way through there. A little bit of lap traffic that he's had to battle with, but it's the 16 with definitely 17 laps in the books, and he is definitely a strong car to be beat out there.
16 car of Stephen Marshburn sounds like that's running on about 6 or 7 cylinders as he comes by the stripe here. That car not firing on all 8 for sure, as Robert Arch still shows the way. 3-4 car lengths down the back straightaway over that car number 16 of Michael O'Brien.
Switching the spots up, back and forth is the 2-9 and the 06. Great racing going on back there for the 5th and 6th position, as the top 3 have spread it out all equally amongst themselves. Robert Arch, Tootsie Roll O'Brien, and Deputy Dog Bone, top 3.
Brian Obadinsky, he rides in the 4 spot with that 06 of Alton Coons riding out the top 5. Obadinsky, limited time underneath 8 cylinders, having a great run, running in that 4th position with 20 laps of 35 complete, 15 remaining, this time by for Robert Arch.
77 of Nicholas Fulgham looking a little sideways coming off of turn number 4. He is definitely digging hard, trying to make something happen with that car as best he possibly can. But it is still Robert Arch show here tonight.
Michael O'Brien in the Wounded Warrior machine still following the tire tracks behind that 16 of Robert Arch. Meanwhile, the car 72 of Jeremy Bone, he's losing a little bit of ground over that 2nd place car of Michael O'Brien. Then it's a way back quarter, well, we might as well say a full straightaway back to that 3rd place car of the 4th place car of Brian Obadinsky.
Charlie, did you see our new mascot out here, this flappy thing? I don't know what kind of car he drove up in, but his brother, who's yellow, have you seen the commercial?
Yeah, I see him. I think he's
you need some more time with that.
He looks that way whether it's windy out or not. So.
Charlie, did you run into anybody interesting while you were standing there up in the booth that you want to interview?
Here with other track owner at Wake County Speedway, Christy Stoddard. Christy, I'll tell you what, you guys are gearing up for a great season at Wake County Speedway. And she's exiting stage right.
She has some more cleanup to do at Wake County. She's leaving a little early here tonight. She left pretty quick.
Didn't know she had any stage fright. But I'll tell you what, tough break for the 16 of Marshburn. That car not running on all 8 cylinders. He decides to call it a night. Trouble, back straightaway, heavy contact.
Oh, heavy contact with the walls we just painted. That's Nicholas Fulgham.
Heavy contact with the inside retaining wall down the back straightaway. The 77 of Nicholas Fulgham, he loses the handle on that racing machine as he exits turn number 2, gets it crossed sideways, and he has a ton of contact with the inside retaining wall. Track safety crews are there. Wilson County Rescue on the way, so heavy contact and a tough break for the 77 car of Nicholas Fulgham.
The 77 was racing hard with the 07. They got together. Nicholas kind of lost it. Slammed into the inside retaining wall. Rescue's being called out. Our jump medic, Chris, is out of the mule right there, assessing the situation.
Heavy contact with the inside retaining barrier has caused that barrier to slide about a foot or two inside, so the track cleanup and safety crews will have to take a minute here to try to get that safety barrier pushed back into place. Robert Arch will go to the inside. Tootsie Roll Michael O'Brien will go to the inside. The 72 of Jeremy Bone will go to the high side. Obadinsky goes to the low side. 1 or 2 spots there by going to the outside. The Diaz family vacation. Ford Expedition is going to make the hard left-hand turn off of the racing surface. Buster Casey piloting that beautiful machine tonight. It's all up to Mike Hare. Green flag in the air. Trouble, turn number 2, 1 car going the wrong way. That's going to be the 07 car of Scott Cross. He's crossed up in the middle of the racetrack. Caution flag in the air as some other stuff's happened here. The 06 car, he checks up, and the 29 of Obadinsky gets into the back of him. A little right front damage on that ride. Didn't exactly see how that all panned out there, but the initial caution out for that 07 of Scott Cross. Boy, it'd be nice if I turned the mic on through all that talking. I'll tell you what, 28 laps going to lap 29. Robert Arch still showing away over the 61 of Michael O'Brien. Five laps to go, this time by for Robert Arch in that car number 16. Michael O'Brien rides second. The 72 of Jeremy Bone rides third. The 29 of Brian Obadinsky fourth. The 6 car, that's Mike Jones. He rides in the 5th position. And the 06 car of Alan Combs rides 7th. .32 laps complete. It's time for the 61 car of Michael O'Brien to throw all the cards down on the table as he has another 2 laps to try to battle it out with that 16 car of Robert Arch. As Arch still shows the way, 2 or 3 car lengths at the exit of turn number 2. And then it's another 12, 15 car lengths back to the deputy, Jeremy Bone.
Looks like Tootsie Roll's digging really hard to try and get to the 16 of Robert Arch. As the white flag is out, 1 lap to go. Not quite sure if Tootsie Roll can roll that fast to get to him.
I believe he's going to run out of time. It's another quarter mile for that 16 car of Robert Arch. It will be checkered flag, Robert Arch, followed by that 61 of Michael O'Brien. Top 3 for the 72 car of Jeremy Bone. Brian Obadinsky 4th. Mike Jones 5th. And 6th place, that's going to be the 06 car of Alton Coombs. So once again, victorious here tonight at the greater area, Smithfield Selma Chamber of Commerce night here at Southern National. All the safety equipment coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Driver of the car number 16, the Graphics Unlimited Toyota Camry, of Robert Arch. Coming off another win, 2 in a row since his injury coming back. I'll tell you what, Robert, congratulations again. Great job.
Yeah, thank you. I just really need to thank all these guys right here. Without Joe Heigl, Michael Lee, Michael Ellis, my spotter, all those wonderful guys, none of this would be possible. I mean, this car is really great. And we worked really hard this winter on it, got it prepared, and it was a long, hard winter. But like 2 nights ago, we found a rat behind the seat of this thing. So, but like I said, I got to thank Graphics Unlimited, H&L Login, Boyette's Automotive, Performance Auto Body. Without all those guys, it wouldn't be possible. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. He's P1 tonight, the car number 16 of Robert Arch.
But how was your car tonight, Tootsie Roll?
It was decent. Nowhere near what Robert had. Congrats to Robert. He drove a heck of a race. Car was just a little free getting in, and then it wanted to get tight in the center and up off. I can't thank everybody enough that helps on the car. Tracy, Malcolm, Dennis, Jonathan, Steve, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend. I got to thank Wounded Warrior.
Thank me?
No, I ain't thanking you.
Please? Leave Tootsie Roll alone.
I'd like to thank the Wounded Warrior Projects, Pender Farms, Pro Coat Powder Coating, Harold's Racing Engines, Graphics Unlimited from Goldsboro. Just everybody. Got to go home, do our homework, maybe come back and get Robert.
There you go. 61 finishing second tonight. That's Tootsie Roll, Michael O'Brien.
Good to see you back here and back in a full-size V8 car, and it's going to be a great year.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be a great year. You know, we started out good today. We had good practice times, had a good qualifying time. Fought a tight race car. It was tight. The longer I ran it, the tighter it got loose off. So I was doing everything I could right there at the end to hold on to it. Congratulations to Robert Arch. Ran a good race. Michael O'Brien. Hopefully next time we can turn it around and we'll be on that side. But I want to thank Rouse Race Engines, 3 Aces Speed Shop, new sponsor this year, Watson's Repair and Record Service, coming on board this year. I want to thank them, parents, everybody helps on the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's 3rd place tonight, but looking to improve. Coming up in the next few weeks, that's the driver of the car number 72, the Rouse Racing Engine Machine of Jeremy Bone.